Now, discussions can be like a powerful thing within Google Classroom. Now, some people like to move the discussion to other places, like Padlet for some examples. Some people like to have discussions within Google Classroom. So there's a bunch of different things that you could do. Sometimes I like to have students post their work, whether it's a website or it's a game that they created, and then students will go on and they'll comment on that game and they'll talk about one thing that they like and one thing they want to improve. The one problem with this is that it becomes hard to moderate. So it's hard to moderate when there's a bunch of different projects there where someone might sneak in a snarky comment and you're like, oh, how did I miss that? So it's a lot going on. So it's up to you how clean you really want to keep your stream in Google Classroom. For example, so I might say, just an example here. Um, how are you doing? Boom, boom. All right, and then I post that. Again, you can, post anything here. Click on what classes you want to put it in there. So you click on the classes. You might post something to a couple students or all students. So just post this discussion question right here. All right, and then this kind of goes into open here, and it's a free forum, so anyone can kind of respond. I'm going to hit refresh in this practice classroom. And then this little guy says, good. He hits send. And then all of a sudden, all these comments kind of pop up there, just kind of like a Facebook post here. I'm going to hit refresh on this side so I can kind of see what were the different responses. And then people can kind of respond to that one comment there. The one thing you want to think about is as you go to your settings, you really want to think about what students can post. How open do you want this to be? So either students can only comment, you can put only teachers can post or comment, and then or you can have students can post. This would be websites, Google Docs, things like that to share on there. If I change this and I hit save, all of a sudden those comments will be turned off. So right here, as I go right here, I hit refresh, and then all of a sudden you see that option now. These comments are still there unless I go in and I delete them, but he no longer has the option to comment in this class. So it's up to you to kind of really figure out how do you want to have your discussions. Now, if I go back here to classwork, a lot of teachers, they'll kind of use, you can use the question feature, which we talked about previously, or you can kind of click on topic or just use the stream to post a question there. So it's up to you how you want to really utilize that discussion feature, going back and forth between you and your students.